Hi, this is Marisa Peer speaking, and I'm recording this video to help you get the very most out of our upcoming masterclass. First of all, I'm so excited that you've confirmed your spot and that you'll join me online very soon. And now my goal is to help you to adopt the same mindset of the world's top performers, the 1% of the population who have it all, so you too can start living an uncompromised life. And by the end of this video, you will have a very clear picture of what it means to live an uncompromised life. So please spare just a few minutes listening all the way through to the end. All the content we'll be sharing leading up to the masterclass are all designed to help you get there. So look out for our emails about this masterclass in the days leading up to the event. As of today, we have over 50,000 people registered to join us in what's looking to be one of the biggest Mindvalley Academy masterclasses of the year. And so I want to make sure everyone is getting amazing value and fantastic quality. So let's start with some really important questions. How would your life look if you never had to compromise any area of your life just to achieve success in another? What if life was not about either or situations where achieving one of your goals meant sacrificing something else, but instead you could have the perfect balance in all areas of your life? We polled our audience here in Mindvalley Academy and found out what people really want when it comes to a life with no compromise. So imagine having a good financial standing where you can afford the things you need and to see the places you want to see without ever having to compromise your health or love life in the process. Imagine enjoying perfect health, both physically and emotionally, having that trim and fit figure you've always dreamt of, and having sustained energy to pursue your passions without ever having to compromise the time you spend to create the wealth you want in your life. Imagine having a life of meaning and purpose, waking up every day thrilled with your work and mission, in love with your life, without ever having to compromise the relationships that matter most to you, and while still being able to earn good money. Imagine being able to create deep, nurturing relationships filled with unconditional love and unbreakable trust, and being able to spend quality time with your loved ones at a minute's notice, without ever having to compromise on building a career that truly inspires you. Now, imagine having all of the above, the career, the love, the money, the health, while having a deep sense of fulfillment from the moment you wake up in the morning to the moment you go to bed at night. That is what living an uncompromised life really means. But if you're not there yet, and based on our poll, everyone who is not leading an uncompromised life is stuck in one of these areas. You had a traumatized past or a bad childhood memory that's affecting your current beliefs about yourself or the world. Or you sometimes feel that each and every day is a struggle, and you sometimes find it hard to be motivated. Or you sometimes have a fear of success, or a fear of failure, or a fear of what other people think of you. And there is one fundamental truth you need to know. You're not alone. In fact, around 99% of us are trapped living a compromised life. But now you're on the right track to make massive shifts in your life, because before anything else, you need to believe change is possible, that you can have it all, that you can have an uncompromised life. And the fact that you are listening to this video is proof that you're ready to take a step in the right direction. So I thank you so much for putting your trust in me and for taking time out of your very busy schedule to be part of this groundbreaking, exciting masterclass. Over the years, I've helped thousands upon thousands of people overcome damaging mental models that sabotage their potential success, and I've discovered 3 distinct groups of people with very different belief patterns. The first group of people have the belief of, I can't have it all. It's just not possible to have it all. And for these people, the very idea of having everything they desire is not only improbable, it's impossible. And as a result, they tend to struggle to create any kind of success they actually want in life because those beliefs are so defeating. And then there's the second group of people, and they have the belief if I can have it all, but the price to pay is really high. They believe that although it is possible to attract the experiences they want out of life, they inevitably will pay a high price, emotionally, physically, spiritually, to get it and to keep it. And because of this group of people may have achieved outward success, but they struggle to keep it when they get it, and they even struggle to enjoy it. Those two groups make up 99% of the population. And then there's the third and the final group of people, the 1%, the happy super achievers, the top performers. These are the people who have achieved wild, unimaginable success and yet managed to maintain a perfect balance in every aspect of their life. They live uncompromised lives. And what separates them from the other 99% are three specific and radically different mental models they have about themselves and about the world around them. And when you start shifting those mental models and beliefs, and you begin to adopt the same mindset of the world's happiest super achievers, that's when you'll begin to experience one of the most profound changes in your life. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm a hypnotherapist with over 25 years of experience, and I've worked with some of the most successful people in the world who were, and still are, at the pinnacle of their position. Award-winning musicians, Hollywood A-listers, Olympic athletes, top CEOs, political leaders, and the royal family. I've written best-selling books on the wonders of transformational hypnotherapy in various fields, such as losing weight, getting pregnant, gaining confidence, staying young. And on top of that, I've managed to reach out to tens of thousands of others through my lectures, written columns, and television and radio appearances all over the world. But now my focus is entirely on you. And that's why at our Masterclass I want to guide you through a powerful instant transformational hypnotherapy during the actual broadcast. This is the very same exercise that I've used on many of my clients to help get to the root of their damaging mental models that have been holding them back from their real potential. Let me give you an example of what can happen when you remove the damaging beliefs from your subconscious mind and replace them with new, powerful, empowering beliefs. One of my clients, Michael, was a trader, but he just couldn't ask for anything. He held himself back, and his story was really interesting. His parents had 2 girls and then 1 son, him. And every time he broke something and ran into something or had a fall, as little boys often do, his parents would tell him he was too aggressive. He needed to be more like his angelic sisters, calm and passive and quiet. And because this happened on a daily basis, Michael grew up with a belief that there was something wrong with him and that he should be passive and quiet and never make a fuss. And after just 1 session, he realized exactly where this behavior came from. And he was able to be himself, to ask for what he wanted. He started to become a phenomenal trader. He started to deliver in his personal life better pictures. He made so much more money. He even started to have a completely different relationship because he couldn't even ask women out properly before. Until he came to me, he could not identify why he was so uncomfortable being masculine in any way. And the minute he did, it changed his life dramatically and super fast too. By getting to the root of the problem, Michael realized the issue wasn't at the core of his personality at all, but it was at the core of his belief system. And by changing the belief, he changed his behavior dramatically and super fast. Notice that the real change came from removing and then installing a new belief in Michael's subconscious. I like to use the analogy of trying to remove weeds from a garden. Just cutting the top off may give you an immediate result, but those results are short-lived because the roots are still underground and the weeds are going to come back. To make permanent changes, you need to remove the root completely. Only then can you plant something new and better. And that is what instant transformational hypnotherapy does. That is what the instant transformational hypnotherapy that you'll experience at our masterclass is designed to do. So let me share another story. This is Moira. Moira is a human rights lawyer who only dated losers, alcoholics, unemployed men who had no money and really didn't care about her. And when we looked at her past, she told me that her mother was a diplomat's wife, but she was also an alcoholic who would spend days in bed. And Moira would cover for her mother by disposing of the empty bottles in her mother's room at the embassy where they lived so that no one knew. And doing this for her mother made her feel important and liked. It made her feel valued. In fact, it was the only time, she said, that her mother gave her praise or love. So Moira learned at a really early age that the way to get positive attention was to look after someone, particularly someone that was weak or sick or needed looking after. And this led her to a tendency to date weak men so that she could mother them, look after them, become indispensable, and feel the same love that she got from her mother. And once Moira let go of this identity and saw that it was a problem, she was able to find happiness in a relationship based on mutual care and respect, not a one-way street. I believe that by now you have a really clear picture that you really live an uncompromised life. But the best part of this is you can change so rapidly. In this one seminar, you're going to find the cause of your problems, get rid of them, and you're going to transform in front of your own eyes. So thank you so much for listening to me. I can't wait to see you soon. The date and time of our masterclass is below this video. I look forward to seeing you, and remember, we'll be taking you through an actual and complete 30-minute transformational hypnotherapy session that will transform you. I can't wait to meet you, and I can't wait to get your feedback afterwards. Thank you so much. See you soon.